And hello. I love it. We hadn't even started yet, and everybody's laughing their asses off. All right. I guess right now we're going with the name of this is J's for Days, and my name is Justin.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Joey.
My name is Jeff.
And if you can't figure out why we're calling ourselves J's for Days, then you just might want to tune out. Don't! Because I don't know that.
No, that's the kind of people we want here.
Right.
Maybe.
We can trick them. We were talking about it when we did our first one, Joey. We were like, maybe if we just laugh a lot, people that are listening will be like, I don't think it's that funny, but I'm just going to keep laughing.
That might not be a problem here.
It would work for me. If somebody else is laughing, I'm laughing.
And our producer, our live producer, which will be in the studio next week starting, so he got the first podcast off, his name is Julius. So, and then we've got, two of your friends coming in, hopefully in the next week or two, and both of their names start with J's.
JP and Joe Ellen.
That's crazy.
Ironically, it's the same as the names for my brother and sister.
And I have a sister named Jessie. So, I mean, there's just, it's almost like a phenomenon.
I've never met so many people in my life with the name starts with J.
You've already met me before, though. I'm not a new person with the name J.
But we have, never mind.
Well, we've all known each other for like a hot minute.
A cool week's better than a hot minute.
I'd say so.
A cool week.
Yeah.
Cool whip. But I've known Joey since middle school, Jesse since middle school, but got to know her more in high school. But other than that, yeah, we've known each other forever. So, yeah. And this is kind of this was like a test, but we figured, well, what the hell? We'll go ahead and release it because why not? From here on out, there'll be video available too. So.
Ain't gonna get no better than this, people.
We are broadcasting in actually my work studios. I work for an FM radio station, and the owner was nice enough to let us use the studio. So I doubt that he's listening. But Tom, if you are, thank you so very much. So it's April Fool's, which is the day that we recorded this, April 1st. That's the joke. But so what I did was I did a little research because I hate April Fools. Not in the I like it, but I hate it because I fall for stuff. I'm not gullible, but I get on Facebook and I see the thing for like a snowstorm coming. That got me twice today. It got me this morning. I was like,
Wait,
no.
Hold on. I think that actually got me earlier.
So apparently there is a benefit to not getting on Facebook.
Oh,
it didn't get me at all.
No, yeah, Joey's not a Facebook as much on Facebook as me and Jesse are.
True story.
And Jesse's on there more than I am. But Jesse has a kid.
I didn't get on today.
So you didn't have to get on at all.
My wife's on there all the time, so I see half the stuff.
Well, the only reason I get on is to post pictures and videos of my kid because he's hilarious.
He is.
Joey knows.
I can confirm.
He poots on people.
Yeah, he poots a lot. I don't understand.
But
and he knows what a circle is.
So I was early today thinking, like, what are the worst April Fool's jokes ever played? Because I talked about it on the air, the FM station. John Lennon and Yoko Ono had a press conference and told everyone they were getting a sex change operation.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty good.
Both of them?
Both of them. And then, of course, the day after, they were like, we were just playing.
Interesting.
Insert British accent. But,
Go ahead and just do it.
But so I was like, I've got to find, so I found 10. Okay, and some of these are downright depressing because they have to do like foreign policy and like dictators doing evil things. One of them's about Saddam Hussein.
Hey, relax, guy.
Y'all can read that one. But I've narrowed it down to 6. I wanted to do a top 5 out of 10, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to do top 6. Screw it. So I'm going to read these to you and see what you think. Okay. Number 1, this one's just kind of downright evil. So imagine reading that your husband or brother who was in jail in Romania for years is finally getting to be released. You'd be super excited. So you make the long journey to the prison and stand outside the gates waiting. But the only problem is someone steps out and says, April Fools. That really happened. This happened to 60 people in April of 2000 who read this. I said in Romanian, so I can't pronounce the name of this newspaper. But we're just going to say.
Just try it.
Opina. Opina. But it says an Opina newspaper had said that everybody's loved ones were going to be released from another word that I can't pronounce, prison in Romania. It's like Baia Mar. They made the long journey to prison only to find out that it was an April Fool's joke.
Baia Mar.
Those are pretty legit words, Justin. You don't know those? Come on.
I just didn't pay that much attention in Romanian class when I was in high school.
You should have.
Now this one's pretty jacked up. Have y'all watched any of the National Lampoon Vacations?
Yep.
Okay, Joey, Jesse, do you remember the one where Chevy Chase forgets the dog's tied to the car, so he takes off down the road and drags the dog behind the car? Well, somebody thought that was just hilarious and decided they had to do it themselves. So that happened. Inspired by that, Paul Gooby, yes, his real last name is Gooby, tied a dead chihuahua to the bumper of his coworker's
A real
car.
one?
A real dead chihuahua.
Oh, God.
His coworker, Kevin Malloy, got in the car and drove off, unaware that there was a chihuahua tied to the back of his car. Obviously, passing motorists were horrified. But what made the ordeal even worse was that Malloy was deaf. So he couldn't hear the other motorist trying to honk at him and get his attention. Happily, he's known to be a smiler, they say. Happily, he drove on for miles until finally somebody was able to get his attention. Police charged Goby with unlawful disposal of a dead animal.
That was his coworker, right?
Yeah.
So he knew he was deaf.
Yeah.
This is the worst April Fool's joke ever.
Well, that's not really April Fool's. That's just being.
That's
That's
being-
messed up. No, I want to punch this guy in the face.
I mean, and some of these are pretty bad. So, do what?
He kicked me.
I have long legs, and there's not a lot of space here.
Nowhere for him in this room.
I'll probably kick you next.
Oh, well, you can do that from all the way over
He
here.
probably can.
He probably could. I just don't know that he would be able to.
I don't want to pull something.
Right. So that really is probably the worst one. Well, no,
It
it's
gets
not.
worse.
This is the worst one in my opinion. You guys can come up with your own. Okay, this is called a phony deadline, right? So Glenn Howlett's colleagues at London City Hall thought they had the perfect gag. They sent him a memo informing him that he had a really big report that was going to be due in just 2 weeks. The tip-off was that the memo was dated for April the 1st, whereas most people that aren't me and this guy would have been like, oh, April Fools. So he received the memo while on vacation. He immediately cut his vacation short and phoned the office to tell everybody to get busy and came back from his vacation. But as he contemplated the new deadline, he had worked himself into an increasing state of panic and soon had begun to experience heart problems. Finally, he collapsed from the stress and had to take a leave from work. As he was recovering, he realized it just wasn't worth the risk to his health to finish it. So he filed for early retirement, at which point then some douchebag told him that, ha, it's a joke. And now he's suing them for damages.
Good for him.
I'd have just killed him and lived the rest of my
So
life.
thus far, Chihuahua, prison, or deadline, which one's the worst?
The Chihuahua one.
I don't know. The one with the prison would be terrible if you didn't live in Romania.
If you drove all...
But if you flew from
all the way
America for
there.
some foreign prisoner, that
Yeah.
would have sucked.
I said
Well-
drive, but in my defense, they are trying to propose some superhighway from Europe to America. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
And I saw that on Facebook, and it was not today.
Some
So,
floating gas station.
Well, my vote is for the dead animals.
so yours is dead animals. Yours is prison.
No, mine's that guy working. That was terrible.
All right, so now we got
They could
two
have
more.
told him at any point during the sickness.
That is true. Like, why didn't...
Like, this
There
sounds
had
like
to have
a
been
3
somebody-
to 4 month long joke.
Somebody's
that no one
just a
ever said.
douchebag. I mean, you see this guy
It
is
doesn't-
having heart problems. You don't decide to go, you know what? I think we're killing Joe.
You can't
What was
walk
his name?
in on July 7th and
It
go,
wasn't
oh,
Joe.
yeah, by the way, April Fool's.
Oh, you're dying. April Fools.
Just kidding.
Had to clear my conscience.
Come back to life now. The other two, really, I had said 6, but really the other ones don't mess around. A guy told his ex-wife that he was to come over. He had to show her something. So then he set it up with a harness to make it look like he had hung himself in the front yard. Like, dedicated
please
to the
tell
role.
me the harness broke and he actually did do it.
No. He was dedicated to the role. He stayed there until someone went to cut him down and was like, wait a minute. And then he decided to pop up and go, surprise.
Can we just take April 1st out of the calendar?
I think we should.
Just add an extra day to March.
I mean, and then the next one is a person that started working at at some kind of clothing store and thought they were really good friends with the manager. So after 4 weeks, they thought they were friends enough to play an April Fool's joke. So they called the manager while they were at work and said, the store just got robbed, blah, 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 blah. So the manager did what any manager would do and called the police. The manager didn't think it was that funny when she found out it was a joke, and the girl got fired and got charged with fake suits and stuff. So not really messing with dead chihuahua or heart problems.
That's
Well-
just somebody being stupid and getting what they deserve.
Yeah, fake hanging. Now, this one's pretty crazy, and this is the last one. Fake disaster warnings. This one, I told on one of our stations that does not play rap music, I told him I was getting ready to play a Kanye West song and played the beginning of Through the Wire, and then was like, just playing. We hate him. But in 1999, DJs at an Oregon radio station, KSJJ, announced that the Acachoco Dam had burst, threatening downstream areas with massive flooding. That wouldn't be too big a deal, except for they were just recovering from a serious flood in the area. So thousands of people.
Too soon.
Too soon. And then that's pretty much it. So my votes, you said Chihuahua.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a movie and people die, I don't cry, but if the animals die, I cry. So I go, the dead Chihuahua one's the worst.
And
I don't know, the radio one's pretty bad. I mean, that would have been like going to New Orleans and telling everybody the levees were about to break.
That would be horrible.
Did you play any April Fool's jokes on anyone?
No, I didn't actually.
Joey?
Nah.
Did you?
I tried to get Joel, and I can't really. Yeah, it didn't work.
What was your plan?
She laughed too soon.
Oh no! I texted her.
I can't keep a straight face when I try to prank people.
She's coming to town Friday and Saturday, and we're supposed to hang out. But I texted her and told her I was hanging out. I forgot I was supposed to hang out with someone who she doesn't like very much.
Don't you hate that when like your friends don't like each
well,
other?
Sometimes
but she
it's
texted me
fun.
back and was just like, April Fools. I'm glad though, because I didn't want her to be mad at me at all, even if it was a joke, you know?
Every time.
Let me play this joke that could make her mad. Please don't be mad.
I didn't even want her to be mad at me for a second.
Well, every time I try to play a joke, it doesn't work, so I just give up. I get joked.
That's why I play jokes on little kids when I'm babysitting.
It's easy to get kids.
Oh, man.
Get jokes on, yeah.
I was super gullible as a kid.
I'm still super gullible.
I just say words they don't know and then see how long they pretend to know what I'm saying.
Hey, that's what it was like dating little kids.
All right, so final vote, Chihuahua.
Radio station.
Radio station. I'm going to vote for the guy that pretty much died almost.
Yeah.
For it. What makes me madder than the heart problems.
The guy that had the heart problems, though, he got his retirement and he's going to win a huge
That
lawsuit.
is true.
That's true.
He's on easy
It worked
street.
in his favor.
But see, I'm just thinking about nature of the prank more than the outcome.
that was terrible.
That's awful. Like that guy. What makes me madder is you know how much I love the beach. How much I'm already just planning out our August trip. I'm so stoked, and it's like 5 months away. If I was at the beach and was told I had to come back home early, packed up everything, and came all the way back, and someone was like, "April Fools," if you have to, what are you clearing your throat? Jesse's
something going on.
Jesse's having throat issues.
Just teach her which button she needs to click.
Is that better?
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
It wasn't as over the top as before, though.
No, let us hear the original.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Half the audience that was interested to see the webcam next week just went, never mind. No, what song?
No, dudes don't care. Dudes
It's a good thing I'm pretty because I'm
Most
really
don't.
disgusting.
All right, well, moving past the jacked up April Fool's joke, now I'm bringing back something that we're not going to do every podcast. But just to create conversation, on our first podcast, we're going to bring back Would You Rather. And if you hear the snazzy bed come in anytime now, that means I found it.
Nobody knows what a bed is.
If you hear the snazzy intro, I should say.
If we towed a mattress in,
If
that
you
looks
hear
really
that
snazzy.
snazzy bed.
if you hear a gruff-voiced man named Mike Elliott say,
Now it's time for Would You Rather?
then obviously I found it. If you didn't, then obviously I didn't find it. Because right now I don't know where it
Well,
is.
you could just do it.
No, I can't do it like Mike. I mean, his voice is
Nobody
perfect.
can be like Mike.
But okay, so we got Would You Rather, and we're going to do this for this
this could
podcast,
get
just create
interesting
some
with her.
conversation. Would You
I've
Rather?
never discussed this stuff with you.
What stuff?
Like the would you rather
Like
question.
after by other
That's so
podcasts,
vague.
Joey would listen to it and call me, and we discuss what
Okay.
Okay, so the first one we're going to make this simple because we've got Joey, who, if you don't know Joey, is 6'8". He's a giant. So, would you rather be 3 feet shorter or 3 feet taller, and why?
Just so you know, me and Justin have already talked about this.
Yeah, this is one that we cheated on.
So I could still be taller than a few people if I was 3 feet shorter.
You could be taller than
But
some
then
midgets.
I would have.
I mean, little people.
I would have severe heart problems if I was 9'8".
That
I
is
was going to
true.
say that's one thing to consider is that most people that are freakishly tall
I would-
end up having a lot of health problems.
Now, if they could make like a mechanical heart that was perfect, then I'd just play the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
They would change the rims just since I was
Can you
there.
touch a rim now?
Yeah.
Just standing there?
No,
Oh.
not just standing there. Good God.
I don't know how tall basketball goals are.
I can reach up and
10
touch
feet.
the net from the floor, but I can't touch the rim.
This next one's a little gross.
I mean, is it something that my parents can hear me say?
yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
I would
Just
think so.
tell them earmuffs.
Let's see. Would you rather have pubic hair for teeth, or or teeth for pubic hair?
Have you seen that movie, Teeth?
Yes, that's what I was thinking about.
Okay, well, having seen that movie, I'm going to go with teeth for pubic hair.
But then here's something to consider. How are
Oh,
you going to
God.
eat? You're going to have to eat soft foods the rest of your life. Pubic hairs, I would imagine, don't do a very well.
No,
good
I
job of
want
chewing.
teeth
Said
for pubic
downstairs
hair.
she wants teeth.
Oh, you want them downstairs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
But then again, you could just have pubic hair for teeth and just like get it laser removed and just get false teeth, and they're probably nicer than your real teeth anyways.
I don't think that's an option, or else it would be.
I think you have to have the pubic hair in your mouth.
Then the dentist is sitting there working. He's like, I'd have just put them on my pubes.
Oh, that looks like a fresh braid.
So I think we're actually in agreement on that one. I would do privates.
Yeah.
You would do.
Does the drapes match your pubic hair teeth?
Do the teeth match the drapes? In lieu of, did you get to watch the? I know you don't watch it anymore. Did you get to watch the Walking Dead season finale?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched it at 5 o'clock this morning.
You got to catch up on that so we can talk about the Walking Dead on the podcast.
Do you realize that I'd have to sit in my living room for like a month to catch up on anything? Because I've only ever watched the first season, but I watched it in one sitting. So
It's okay. You will watch
so
the rest.
then you've only got 4 more sittings.
that was when I didn't have anything in my life, though. You know,
Well,
I was just a lazy kid.
we're gonna have to make time for this. Okay.
Always
well,
time to be a
in
lazy
light
kid.
of the zombie apocalypse, and I know you like zombies still.
Look,
though,
I've had a
so-
lot of zombie dreams, so maybe I can contribute to this.
Would you rather have a sawed-off shotgun or a flamethrower in the zombie apocalypse? I vote shotgun.
Yeah, because like,
Yeah, less to carry.
It's like, but the problem with it is, though, the flamethrower really doesn't run out of ammo quickly. You know, it lasts a while. So it's like, I still would pick the shotgun, but the only thing about a shotgun is a sawed-off shotgun, I guess you could have a pump, but typically I think of like the double barrel.
Right.
And you'd only really get like a couple of shots off, and then you'd have to reload and all that. But
I'd rather-
flamethrowers don't kill them.
I'd rather be able to
instantly.
run with a shotgun and get away than have this big tank on my back.
see, I don't know what a flamethrower looks like.
It's a big tank on your back with a hose that runs to this gun, and it shoots.
Okay, see, this is what I envisioned. It doesn't make
So she's
any
got
sense.
Molotov cocktails in her head.
This is what I envisioned: a giant slingshot that shoots balls of fire. But
Like, what are you playing, Super Mario Brothers?
I don't know.
That's like
Well,
the old school trick.
here's another thing, though. Does it work in the rain?
Ah,
I'll tell you what. In the zombie apocalypse, it is always cloudy.
it is always cloudy.
So
It's always about
You
the
would
rain.
think with no industry running anymore, it would be kind of clear. 'cause
That is
pollution would be
true.
gone.
Right, but
they didn't think
apparently-
that through.
No, they didn't. Well, some power
to
plants,
set the
though, you
mood.
work in power. Some power plants could run without people for a while, right? Like some nuclear power plants,
Not
probably.
long.
Or water powered or something.
I mean, not
Solar
for a
powered.
long time.
Solar
But
powered.
there's no sun because it's cloudy.
Because it's the zombie apocalypse.
That logic backfired.
My head
All right.
hurts.
I mean, a zombie show or movie wouldn't work that great if birds were chirping and the sun was out all day, every day.
It might, because it would give you the thought that things were okay and maybe it was about to get better, and then all of a
Then a
sudden,
zombie just comes out
yeah.
and eats you.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this around. You each pick one that you think is the funniest, and then you can ask it. Kind of cliche, but we'll do some, what? What? I want it, now you got to read it, because
Okay. Would you rather have no knees or no elbows?
I'm going to go with the no elbows, because then I would still be able to walk.
Yeah, but then you would have to, like, fling your arms. Or the camera would be great right now. Like, if you couldn't bend your arm,
What if you didn't
Hey.
have no knees or no elbows?
Then
You
you'd be
would
a
look like
snake.
that pirate off of Family Guy.
So were you like in an accident or what?
No, me father was a tree.
does your leg just flop around, or is it completely straight then?
See, I was thinking it would be like super stiff, but maybe you're right.
Because if I have no
Well,
knees,
no.
at least I'm in a wheelchair and can still use my hands.
Well,
for
think about
everything.
this. The only reason your arms are floppy anyways is because you have an elbow. So if you didn't have an elbow, it would just be one bone.
So how would you brush your teeth?
You wouldn't. You'd have to use your toes.
You would have to
could,
do
like-
the buddy system. Like,
You'd
here.
you'd have to do like the. the buddy system would be key in that scenario. I don't know. I think I'm still gonna go with.
I mean, you couldn't even pee. You would have to pee your pants in public.
That is true.
But
Or you just have to walk around with no pants on all the time.
But then you have to have a
Now
wheelchair.
that would make life
without
a
the-
lot different. As long
But
as
if
we
you-
don't have teeth for pubic hair.
That's nasty.
It'd be this is a scary world that y'all are painting. A cloudy zombie apocalypse where people are walking around with no pants and teeth for pubic hair. Pretty freaky.
Yeah. And no elbows.
And no elbows.
And everybody has to have a buddy or else their teeth will rot out of their face.
Joey, what do you have for us?
Would you rather live the rest of your life as the opposite gender or start over again as a little kid?
Definitely the opposite gender. I've always wanted to be a dude and pee standing up.
I can't say that I've ever wanted to be a girl and birth a
I
child,
wanna
sit
be a
down
little
to pee,
kitty.
I mean,
and have...
just because you're a girl doesn't mean you have to birth a child.
Right, but the possibility's there.
I'd just be a big slut. Oh, yeah. The chances are I would birth at least 10 or 11 children. So
You'd be the tallest slut in history.
Man, that might not be true.
just let me be a little kid again.
I think I'm going to go with a kid again. I like my gender. I just would like to try it again.
I want to start over as a kid again.
As a boy.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to hope.
So in other words, you just want to play with yours and not pull it off this time.
Wait, is that how girls are made?
Haven't you heard the joke?
I've
Two
never
little
heard
kids
that.
playing in the pool, and the girl was like, "Can I touch that?" He's like, "Hell no, you already knocked yours off."
Not cool.
And I'm sure the little kid said, "Hell no."
Excuse me. Y'all put me on the spot.
Was it too much pressure?
Sorry if
burping
I'm
department.
grossing anyone out. People are like throwing up right now.
I doubt it.
Well, I'm glad that y'all know that I want to be a boy now.
All right, so as we move to like the last 5 minutes or so, obviously, like I said, this is just a little test run. So if you're listening, don't worry, we'll have them more organized as we go. This was just to get. This is the first time we've all three sat down together to see if we can podcast together, and and we can. So take that.
Booyah world.
My eye got stuck. Gosh, I can't wait to get the webcam. My eye got stuck, so I tried to blink and one eye went open and the other stayed shut. So Joey probably thought I was trying to hit on in there.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
I didn't know where we were going with
So
that
I
one.
would.
So what else do you want to talk about?
Except for the mic arms are like, I can see half your face, so I only saw one eye.
The eye that was open or the eye that was
I don't
closed?
know. I can't remember now.
Well,
So let's do a commercial, guys.
listen to J's for Days.
Sorry, I have no sponsors.
Commercial over.
Would you rather be buried alive or stranded at sea?
Stranded at sea.
Me
Oh my
too.
gosh.
Well, I don't know, 'cause
I
you
don't
get-
know. Well, if you get stranded at sea, either you're going to get eaten or you're going to drown. Like that's the way
That's
you're
not.
going
You
to die.
could definitely get saved. I feel like if you're buried alive, nobody.
I'm imagining you're floating like in the water.
I don't care.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
want to be underground and not be able to get out.
Right, but one of my biggest fears in life is to drown. Like that.
So you'd rather
and
drown in dirt than
ironically
water.
love water.
I
but
feel like drowning is the worst. I mean, would be the easiest way to die other than just dying in your sleep because it can't hurt. I mean, you're suffocating, yeah, but does it hurt?
I don't know. We haven't been able to ask anyone.
I'm glad I could change your view on that.
No, it's like someone had said that they were like, I would rather drown to death because, from what I hear, it's just like ridiculously peaceful. I'm like, wait a minute,
And
hold
who
the phone.
told you this?
Hold the phone.
So that last
Shut the
guy that
front
drowned,
door.
he was like, "Hey, dude, no pain."
Dude, go for it. It's not as bad
I
as you
tried
think.
it.
I'd much rather drown in water than in dirt, though.
Easy
Yeah.
peasy.
No,
Well,
I think
it
I would
depends.
rather be at sea because I would just. Have you seen that movie where they're stuck in the?
Yeah.
You have seen that?
What's
have you
it
seen
called?
Sure.
Open waters.
Open Waters. That's it. Have you seen it?
No, don't.
Well, if you were listening, spoiler alert, but that movie came out like 100 years ago. So if you haven't seen it by now, you're not.
F you.
But they die. But the way the girl
Oh.
finally dies at the end is she like undoes her thing and just goes like basically she just goes under and just gives up because her boyfriend gets eaten piece by piece. You water?
Water.
Yeah.
It depends though. Are they burying me with a long straw going out to the top? So I
It
can
depends.
breathe?
So you can live longer and freak out more.
Yeah.
Are you Uma Thurman?
I don't get that reference.
You haven't? Have you seen Kill Bill?
I've seen parts of it, but it's not really my thing.
So she hasn't seen the buried alive part.
Right. She gets
I guess
buried
not. I
alive
haven't seen that
and
part.
like punches her way out of a casket.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. It's all because she trained with some guy with long eyebrows.
That's how ridiculous that stupid movie is.
I love Kill Bill.
I
It was
hate it.
It's somebody else had said it was stupid. And I said it's not stupid. The way it's done is kind of like an American take on the kung fu movies. It's not that it's supposed to be that outlandish because you watch Pulp Fiction, it's crazy, but it's not that outlandish. It's like his version of those. Do you watch any?
I love Pulp Fiction, and there's another one.
Do you see Django Unchained?
I have that movie, and I love that movie
is
too.
awesome.
What is the one at the very beginning where they're driving and the girl's feet are hanging out the window, and the man rides by and like chops her feet off?
Is that it was what was it? It was one was like death car or something like that. My girl had like a gun for a foot. Death proof. Yes, that's it. Was that the one where she had a gun for a foot?
Yeah, her leg was a machine gun.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap up because I gotta pee.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I know, man. Look, whatever happened in my throat, I had to drink all this stuff, and it's just like going right
I
there.
was about to say whatever you have in your throat is making you pee.
Cup of
Okay,
liquid.
but I just had the world's most medium-sized bottle of water too.
She ordered an extra medium at McDonald's.
Extra medium.
Yeah.
I guess you guys could carry on without me.
No, it's about time to wrap up.
My wayward son.
Yeah.
I have to hear that song
Are you gonna
every
cut?
morning.
Damon?
I'm gonna go through and
What'd you
cut
just
some stuff
push?
out. What did I just push? What I just pushed
We have no headphones.
we haven't got headphone splitters yet, so I'm the only one with headphones.
But I'm gonna get on that tonight, so y'all don't worry.
See, Julius has got to get in here because I didn't have time to hit it, but I have the Nelson, the ha ha sound effect, and like that would have been perfect when I said I have on headphones.
Good old OJ. And I got a nickname for you too.
Oh, damn.
J Bags.
That already is his nickname.
Oh, really?
That already is his nickname.
Well, maybe
Maybe
subliminally.
you heard that before.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty
That works for
spectacular.
me.
I got
She
a nickname
guessed
for
it.
Justin.
What?
J-Bo. I love you.
So I know part of this show that will be edited out.
Absolutely. No, we just won't go. No, I hate that nickname.
I'm sorry.
Sucks.
Well, the one that works with your initials would make you sound like a girl, though.
J-Lo. No, I'll never forget.
J-Lo.
I was in Hibbit one time, and
Inhibited.
some woman said something about J-Lo. Somebody called me J-Lo, and I was like, I don't have the butt to be J-Lo. And this woman was behind the thing, and she goes, honey, you sure ain't got no ass. I was just like, thank you.
You're so talented.
Thank you, stranger that I don't know.
Because I surely don't have mirrors to confirm that.
I mean, I already have mountains of confidence, so when you take the layer off the top, we're good. But
Speaking of no ass,
Don't talk about me.
this guy was behind me in Dollar Tree today, and he was hitting on me. One of the questions he asked, "You married to a black man?"
what?
And I was like, "No." "You married to a white man?" I was like, "Something like that." But anyways, why are you hitting on me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to wrap it up for us. We will do this again next week. We will have some formantics there, and we'll have a webcam. So I'm pointing. I have to talk with my hands. Yeah.
I'll have to do my hair next week.
Maher dead.
What?
Maher dead.
Dead?
We're in the South, Jesse.
Your hair is dead.
Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Jesse?
Jesse? Everybody at the bar calls me Jesse, and then they laugh about
And then the
it.
drunker they get, you become.
What's your name? Miss Bartender lady.
Well, goodbye.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
That's not creepy at all.